Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully. So today I want to take you on a tour of my Etsy shop room. Actually, mine is rooms. But through here is where the majority of the things that I'm going to list are stored, the items that I have to take my pictures on, and everything else is. So I'm going to kind of walk through left to right. So this is a pile of cookbooks that I am getting ready to list. I've never listed cookbooks before in my vintage Etsy store, so I thought it would be fun to try some of those. What I'll do is I'll pull one at a time. And then here is the place where I do all my photography. As you'll see, I have lights. I have a semi-light window. It's not great because we have overhangs. I live in Florida, so the way the houses are built, we have overhangs. But I have a lot of different things kind of sitting around the side that I use. I made these really cute blocks to stick stuff up. A lot of times, if it's something big, I'll lean that against it. And then I have, oh, my finger. I bought this. This was really fun so that if I need to hold something up, I can put it on there. And then when I do like toast racks or something like that, I like to have some vintage postcards hanging around. I use that box for a shelf. I use those little rattan things underneath things for dimension. And if we're going to talk about taking pictures, I use placemats, and I have all kinds of different little props that I use all the time for different looks. So everything doesn't look the same. I like an eclectic look. And then I have things that I'm going to list. So these things are all on deck to list. I kind of have them sitting around. And it's really neat right now. Sometimes it looks like a bomb blew up. So next I'll take you over to my regular, there's my son's lacrosse stuff. But this is my real office where I make my videos and do my work. And I have a few things to list here, but this is kind of where I do more of my Instagram pictures. I have a background set up. I had an old screen that I had gotten at a auction, and I thought it would be super fun to get some fabric to put on it, and it's in multiple layers. So I can take just kind of a plain gray and a one that's maps, and then this is where I make videos. But the reason why we had to come in here is this is where I store some of my Etsy things. I made these boxes out of decoupage, and so one of the reasons why I like the divided ones is for the things that are really super delicate, I can separate them. There's some more props for my photography, and then the weird stuff I can put up top separately. And I have a whole bunch of ephemera that actually I have to list. So that's there. And then I have one last area. I'm super lucky. There's my dog. She wants to come in. That's Sammy. Hey, Sammy. Be right back. And this is my shipping station slash listing station. So when I'm listing, I use these little papers. And I do the name, what I paid for it, where I got it. I do the weights, and then I measure it. And a lot of times I'll put them in plastic bags. I've found that A, in my box outside in the garages, it keeps them cleaner, and B, it provides a little protection for them. And then I have all my shipping supplies, so I have my tape. This is my favorite thing I ever bought from Uline. And then this is saran wrap on a roll that my my eBay friend told me to get. And of course I have a scale. And then I have my supplies right here, and a little bit of shipping stuff in there. And so that's my setup. I have a lot more room than a lot of people do, so I'm super blessed. So that's about it. Tara Jacobson, Marketing Artfully.